What's up, y'all? It's your boy DtaeNoDinero, back at it again with another video, man. Hey, man, today, man, I want to come to y'all, talk to y'all about something that y'all probably not aware of, but it was just brought to my attention, so I feel like I should bring it to y'all attention and let y'all know what's going on. You feel me? Because you know me, I'm like the people's spokesman. But man, basically, where I'm going with this is that I feel like moving forward as one, and this ain't a video for everybody. You feel me? So once you see what's going on, if you decide you want to get up out of here, I understand it. But I'm basically gonna keep going on where I'm going. This is that I feel like moving forward that we should stop considering or calling ourselves black. And the reason being is because the word black has no real definition behind it. The word black is basically just a color, a colorful crayon. Actually, that's all it is. It's like black is just like all the colors put together. There's nothing there. So when you call yourself black, I mean, what meaning are you really saying that you're black? Like, what's behind it? So moving forward, I feel like what should we call ourselves is Native Americans. And if you are African American and you say, okay, I'm African American, I ain't gotta call myself black, I call myself African American. Look to your right and to your left at the next African American. And when you look at the next African American, pull out your phone or get on Facebook or just be driving on your street, look out your window, go to work. The Africans that come from Africa and they come to America, they are here in America, everywhere. And they know they don't look nothing like the African Americans that are here. So what would that make you think? Like, okay, if I'm African, then I should look like an African. Now don't get me wrong, some people that were born in America, they do have characteristics of Africans. You know what I mean? Like maybe they family have Africans in them, and throughout the process of them, growing in generations and stuff like that, they develop some characteristics of everybody else here in America, which is understandable. And throughout time is why I'm breaking this all down to y'all now. And throughout time, this is what we need to do, is separate the two, because not everybody is technically African descent. There were already native colored, like dark colored, not Indian, not the redskin, I'm talking about dark colored, like our complexion, native here in America when this supposedly land was found. There were already Native Americans here of our complexion. Yes, there were Indians, but the difference between the two is that we were called Native Americans and they were indigenous. And the advanced Africans, or people that came from, what is that, the East? I don't know, Middle East? You basically would call them, Africans. But just getting deeper into that part, which I don't want to go there yet. I'm gonna get there. I just want to stay on top of I'm gonna stay on point. I'm gonna stay on point right now. I'm gonna let y'all know right now that everybody that was here, everybody that's considering themselves black or African American, you are not technically all the way African American. You are Native American. You're Native American, and you can actually look at some characteristics of Africans and be like, I don't look nothing like that. Yes, lips, nose wise, yes, but facial features wise, no. But you look at an Indian and you say, hey, hold on. It make you think. But even going deeper into context here, let's talk about hair. Let's talk about hair. Have you ever you ran across some African Americans with hair that look like it has some Indian in it? There you go, right there. I mean, you can go. I can keep going with that right there, but you can just go right there, and you got some that you can run across, and they look like they have good African hair, like just literally, like you can just look at it and tell, like. So, I mean, yeah. I don't know too much about all of that, but I'm going based off of what I see, because the last thing we want to continue doing is going based off what we were told. And we all understand a little bit of war. And if the enemies have been defeated, their story no longer even matters to be continued to be told. So, if someone was conquered in some war, and we're constantly always going about telling a story, then whose story are we telling? I mean, look into society now, still to this day. If it was equals, the story would make sense. But it doesn't make sense. And I'm telling you why. I'm telling you, the lamb was already yours. You was already here. You were here before they even got here. If anything, it makes more sense that maybe there was some already division in between the natives that were here in the first place. And somebody was a sellout. That's going too deep. But I can tell you this is actually stuff that you can do your own research and find out. Now, going into deeper context, there were already colored Europeans. And if the Europeans were advanced and were the ones that came over here on ships, then that means that the colored people over there were advanced. So, there you go right there. That's just some food for thought. That's just food for thought for everybody to think about. You know, because Europeans came over here. You know what I mean? They wouldn't tell you that Europeans, colored Europeans came over here and, you feel me, was basically fighting in the war with them. They wouldn't tell you that, would they? They wouldn't tell you that colored people were fighting in the war with them to take over the land here against other people that were fighting in the war with colored people. I mean, why didn't they just run to the other side and say, they gave me a gun? Now what? If them are my people that I were taken from, imprisoned from, and I'm forced to fight in this war against them now, they're right there. I'm literally aiming at them. Why don't I just and just hang with them? Hey man, what's up? I'm right back with y'all. They stupid. They gave me a gun and told me to shoot at y'all. What? They did? Oh, okay. I'm just saying though, use your common sense. I'm gonna use mine. That's why I'm here bringing you all this information now. This is my common sense on the information that I was just brought up, you feel me? And you could do your own research on this. Maybe I should start, after the day, I'm gonna start actually taking the time out of my day and breaking it down into a better video, and that way, you feel me, it's actually something for you guys to actually learn while I'm talking to y'all. But man, I'm gonna do a part 2 of this. That's what I'm gonna do. But I just want to tell y'all now that, you feel me, tune in, because it's more. Basically, what I'm telling y'all is that the colored people, it's a lot of colors, just a lot of colored talk. That's why I'm trying to keep it separate. Indians, Native Americans, colored people from Europe. They were called Moors. They were called Moors. And Moor is actually word. Like they still use. It's still not commonly used or something that you always hear all the time, but it's still a word that is relevant still in our day. So Moor is still a word that's relevant in our day. So it has to be. It came from somewhere. And I'm about to tell you where it came from. Moor was what the white Europeaners called the black Europeaners, the colonizers. You see what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong. There probably were Indians, you feel me, indigenous people over in Europe. You know what I mean? 'Cause obviously, people did travel. You know what I mean? But where I'm going with this is that the Moors come from the Moroccan colony, which were the colonizers of dark descents that traveled on ships that were kings, queens, you name it. This was back in the 1400s. So it has to be true and it has to make sense because you talk about Egypt and pharaohs. What color were they? Dark descent. Okay. Talk about the kings and queens in Africa now. What color are they? Dark. What are we saying? What are we saying here? That poof, it just happened out of nowhere? No. I'm telling you the backstory that nobody told you. I'm telling you the backstory nobody told you. I'm going to do a part 2 to the video and I'm going to bring in more information. You know what I mean? So y'all can actually learn something from somebody else that's telling y'all in a teacher type of way. Cause you feel me? I'm just telling y'all, you feel me? A regular guy type of way. And some of y'all might not be picking up what I'm putting down. But I think overall in general that we should stop calling ourselves black. I think we should stop selling it for less. Flat out. We should be calling ourselves Native Americans. And we should fight for that. Just like they fought for the other things that have been recently added to job applications nowadays. If they are saying that we not moving the right way and asking for stuff the right way and we, being violent about it, we need to come up with a way where we can get something that's really established in something. We need to eliminate black and we need to promote more African and Native Americans. No more of this white and black people stuff. If y'all want to say that, that's fine, say that. But I think overall, us should stop settling for less and hold ourselves up to a higher standard. We should call ourselves Native Americans. Flat out. I am a native of this country. Flat out. Maybe we get a little bit more respect too. You feel me? They'd be like, yeah, I'm a native to America. You feel me? Yeah. You feel me? Yeah, okay, yeah. We'd be like, yes, ain't my country. Yeah, I don't want to go. People be tripping, man. I was about to go on a rant, but I ain't about to go on a rant, man. All I'm saying is, man, yeah, we need to go up the standards, man, for sure, man. But it's your boy DtaeNoDinero, man. Stay tuned, part 2 coming up, man. Let's get it.